name's Kenneth Bird. My company is Black Series Edition LLC. Crystal Edge Technology Screens and our FLE company. Sorry about the condition of the shop right now. We are in the process of looking at several places to expand the shop size because right now this shop has we outgrown it. So we're in the new process of actually getting another one, a much bigger one. All right, let me get that over there. We're going to be doing a demonstration versus the black diamond technology and daylight screens versus our technology. Keep in mind, the certified screens can run you anywhere from $3,000 to $6,000 and up. Our technology is marketed under the $400 price mark at screen sizes ranging from 100 inches to the biggest one to around 400 inches. So imagine a screen size at 400 inches and a screen that costs you around about $7,000, what that's going to run you to have a screen of that caliber. And keep in mind, the technology we are showing does have quite a lot of interesting abilities. Number one, they are fully weatherproof, which means you can take our technology outside and use it for outdoor home theater setups. There is a rear projection setup of it because we do specialize in rear projection technology that gives it the ability to be used for acoustic screens. You can use it for golf simulators. You can use it for basically rear projection for ultra short those setups to hide those massive projectors. Cool feature for that. And also too, you can convert your inflatable projection screens into black technology. And if you've seen what this stuff looks like outside, it even at 1,000 lumens, it's quite breathtaking. It looks like TVs. So inside, well, screen can operate at 1,000 lumens to 50 to 1,000 lumens. With the new stuff that we had embedded into it, it does have the ability to do ceiling projection, which means if you have a dedicated theater room, not only can you paint your screen in, but you can also paint your ceiling in and get yourself one of those ceilings that you can actually change anything you want. Instead of looking at a $15,000 to $20,000 infinity ceiling where you can just look at the same stars every day. So our stuff does quite a lot of stuff. So convert anything you want. So let me get something from a PC. Let's get our cord from here. That's what we're going to be using for our feed. We're not using any expensive projectors required. That's another plus side of this technology. No expensive projectors required. Not to see any 8K, 5Ks, any form of 1080p projectors are not required. Our projector is a 720p Sony CX100. Projector cost me $10 on eBay. So I'm going to show you my projector. This is all I'll have to spend. I have to spend a lot of money because our technology is designed to look absolutely incredible. We don't use any form of HDMI ports. We use an adapter for this because the projector is literally that old. And on top of that, this technology does something that other screens don't do. It can give you the Infinity 1 contrast level. There it is right there, my model number. Make sure all that is. And like I said, excuse the shop. We are in the process of getting a new shop. So let's get this started. Now you can see my screen is 100% black. When we paint these things down or spray them down, which we've done several applications already, they do not turn gray, discoloration, none of that nonsense. If you pay for a black screen, you get a black screen. And we should know we are the experts in black screens because we've been around for quite some time. We've been doing this for over, we've been doing it since probably over 7 years, about 8 years or so. Yeah, under a company under Digital 4K Crystal Onyx. Look that up. That is basically when we first started with black technology for anybody else. All right, so let's get our surface ready. We got some sticky over here. These are labels. Best. And let me get this from the projector or feed. Let's see where the feed went to. For a minute. Just pull it down. I have no idea where it just went to. So I usually don't set these things up. I kind of do this all on camera. That way we don't get any confusions with any smoke and mirrors. We don't do that stuff. Dark environments and all that other stuff people like to do. We don't do that. No calibrated machines are depending on high-powered machines to fix issues. If you do that, that costs a lot of money for the consumer. Spend all that money to fix something that they can't fix. Alright, let me see. Put that projector on. Put you guys up here for a minute. Now we're going to be launching this on the 14th of July. We do have, in our sizes, we have 50 ounces, which replaces our 32, and the 50 ounces do a screen size of 100 inches to 200 inches. We have the 64 ounce that does up to, has 2 quarts, but it does up to 304 inch screen. And then we have the big boy, which is the new 192 ounce, which does a screen size of 400 inches. There's my screen activating right now. It's off my PC. Now, available overseas is the 50 ounce and the 64s. They are available overseas. We have free shipping. We don't charge anyone for anything overseas, so you won't get any hidden fees, you know, surcharges or anything like that, because we don't do that. All right. Just a little better so it's sitting up a more proper. There we go. Let me adjust my focus a little better there.
The Best Buy 4th of July sale starts soon.
Can we just go through this?
4th of July sale starts soon.
I told you, commercials, man. Relentless. Relentless. Just came in and that fast, boom, back to back. So we're just showing our screen off. How amazing it looks at 720p. Oh, by the way, the surface behind it right here is an old piece of plywood found on the side of the garage. Coated it, turned into this technology. I did the paint down demonstration. Very easy to apply. One coat and that it, you're done. There's no complicated instructions. You're not going to get any instructions in the box. There's none required. Your kids could do this. They can literally paint the screen themselves. There'll be no light roll, heavy roll, none of that nonsense. And the game we have on our technology is actually real. Oh, the other thing about it is it's ultra short throw compatible. If I haven't mentioned that, rear version and front version are both ultra short throw. Again, no expensive projectors required. All right, let's get these up here. While that's playing right there, get ready for our setup here. Now, all products are batch number tested, which means a batch number means your product is tested before it's shipped to you. So when you get your product, you'll see this number on the bottom of it. That is your date. Your date's attached to a YouTube video that you can watch your product coming out of a 5-gallon container and being tested right on YouTube Live. That's how we do every last one of our videos. Our tests are done live, everything. All products are tested before sold, and products are tested before ship out. Now, if you feel that you need a little bit more evidence that the product is working correctly, you can ship it back to us, and we'll test it again for you. We always try to work with our customers. You're never going to be facing, you know, crazy policies at the end of the day that if you open it or if it lands on your property, you're stuck with it. You're never going to have to go through that kind of nonsense. We back our products up 100%. And again, this is a $10 projector I'm using. All right, so sorry about that, buddy. My bad. Hold on. Let me get you out of the work zone. Done. Pause this. Put this to a neutral color. Just put a neutral color. Black screen saver. It's a 100% black level. There we go. What we have here, this is the Black Diamond 1.4 by Screen Innovation. I'm going to put this one right here, there. All right. And hit there. Here we have, I gotta put more on this, daylights, right here. I butchered the name, I think it's PARALLAX. Always butcher, I do apologize. 0.8. Put that one right here. Now these screens we have up here, yes, are advanced certifieds. I call advanced certifieds. These are the best of the best when it comes to any certified screen. That's why I call them advanced certified. Right? Sorry about that, people. And I need you to stay away from my wires. Thank you. That's every single time. That's you and the wire fights. Right here we have SL screens. We have the slate. Right there. Slate. Now I do expect for the screens that are lighter, as you can see our screen is much darker. I do expect them to pull a good white level. I don't expect for them to pull a white level so high that makes my screen unwatchable, like those black pair of trousers I think I'm wearing right now. So we are white levels. Any dark screen, white levels always drop. This is normal. For people to claim it doesn't happen, no, you're a liar. Because even gray screens, their white levels will drop. The only thing that doesn't drop is a white screen, because a white screen is white. All screens that are darker than white, even slightly a little bit, even silvers, will drop. The only thing is a screen with another neutral white can match it. I don't know where someone started that dumb theory to begin with, but anyway, that's how it's done. Now the thing is about it is that's called a sacrifice line. Depends on how much you're going to sacrifice in that process. If you sacrifice too much, and this is why we do the demonstration with the black screen versus black paint and fabrics and all that stuff like that, if that sacrifice level is too low, then with black technology, if your white levels don't peak high enough, that means that everything else suffers behind it. Your color, all that drops. That's why we can do the demonstration with the white t-shirt and the black slacks, because you can see the white t-shirt wasn't generating high enough contrast, and therefore it wasn't picking up its colors correctly, where the dark surface wasn't picking up a high enough white level, and it was actually dropping in color, where technology had a perfect balance. You need that balance in there for it to work. All right, so I'm going to get this tape down quite nicely, because I don't want any of these screens pushing up. I need them to lay nice and flat. It's very important. When you do these types of demonstrations, everything must lay nice and flat. The screens, some of them have the narrow viewing cone where the screen may become dark around the edges if they're not laid perfectly flat. And I'm watching demonstrations where people don't do that, and that's not fair to their company if you're not laying them nice and flat. There we go. Make sure we're all flat. There we go. So right now, in the background, we're showing up a black screensaver, so as you can see, they can't read it. So the projector right now is producing a 100% black level, and our screen can pick it up. because our screen is 100% black. All right, let's take that off. Let's go over to a white screen first. So we're going to go over to our, let's see, white screen. White screen saver. All right. One of the things I ask for anytime I do any form of demonstrations is that white screensaver, due to the fact I need to see where the white levels are at, but most importantly, the screen can generate the contrast, the color levels. All right, perfect. Blue screen. Screen here. So you can not get a commercial and everything. Nice.
Creating a new campaign is.
There we go. Wait a minute, wait a minute. There we go. All right, little thing, signal problems popping up. I need to see that. So as you can see, our technology pulls a balanced blue. All right. Let's go with basic colors right here. Let's go with the blue screen. Oh, just a blue, didn't I? Sorry about that. Red screen. Red screen. Open commercial. There we go. There's our technology versus theirs on a red screen. And the reason why I do this is because basically it shows that which screen pulls out proper color balance, which is extremely important because, again, if you're watching a movie or anything, to make sure your colors are correctly, this is why our technology does not require calibration. Green screen. Go, green screen. Now, if their products are match our products, is that a bad thing? No, because our product is priced under $400. That's why. So for customers going to go out and spend $6,000 to $7,000, $5,000, $3,000, $4,000 for a screen when they can do it at $400. And keep in mind, our biggest screen is 400 inches at under $400. Purple screen. Purple screen. All right, let's go with a slow color changer. Slow color changer.
Colgate Total Plaque Pro Release dissolves and lifts away plaque for 2 times less gum harming.
This is going to swap out colors over and over again and see how the different colors are going to react versus our technology. Now I know that the daylight screen for 148, I think it's 148 inches that they have, that is around almost $6,000, $7,000. Diamonds can run anywhere between, I don't know how much the slate costs, I have to look that one up, but I know the black diamonds got between 4 and 5. These are 100 inches. Ours starting at let's see, 50 ounces, paints up to 100 inch to a 200 inch screen, and our price tag for that one is $267. All right. 4K Cottage Snow Screensaver. Hold it for a minute. Looking for something. Can't find it. I always do this to myself. Every time. Always misplace something in the strangest areas. Something that I needed. Now I need to find it. Sorry about that. This happens every time. I thought I put stuff up. Oh, here it is right here. Really buried it. That's what I do. So, for us, just to give you a bit of an example, I have a piece of fabric coming in pretty soon, so it looks more professional, but right now this is what we have to do with it. I told you before, shop is packed up, and we're getting ready to set up someplace else pretty soon for a new setup because I need a lot more room for what I had to build. So we'll have to do with this for the time being. These right here are my black slacks. Same color as the screen, as you can see. And as I said before, that's what we don't want the screen to react to. If it does that, we're in a lot of trouble. This is going to affect color. It's going to affect everything on the screen. So we can basically back our products up by showing that they won't test against anything and come up too dark because ours has a heightener, still level 2 in there, that allows our screen to be able to generate white light, as you can see. So it gives you a comparison because if people see it go, oh, well, the other screens are pulling up much higher. Of course, because they're much lighter than our surface. But we don't want our surface to be that color. Because if the white levels pop up like this, then we're in a lot of trouble. Because this will affect color. Now, sacrifice field is where our screen's much darker. Our white levels are going to drop a little bit, but not to the point where the screen becomes unwatchable. Because if that was the case, anything we show on the screen, you wouldn't be able to see it. Just simple, basic physics. All right, let's come over here and just pause this. Oh, we'll take this one too. But also to the sacrifice field for other screens, like gray screens and white screens, they can't read contrast, they can't read color, and they still can't pick up if they're claiming a higher white level next to a white screen. No, you're not next to a white screen, not going to happen. I don't know what your white levels would range at. They had to do testing for that to figure out where the white levels are laying at, but nothing compared to a white screen. Not going to happen. But they can't, their sacrifice field for them would be color, contrast, and ambient light rejection technology, which gray and white screens don't possess. So that's why you see a lot of demonstrations sitting in dark environments, because if you turn the lights on, the screen washes out. So if you have real ambient light rejection, you turn your lights on, your screen doesn't wash out. It doesn't disappear, none of that. Doesn't happen. That's why people turn out the lights so the screen works better, because they don't have ambient light rejection technology. So, sacrifice field for us, we're going to drop a little bit in our white levels, but nothing to affect the screen. And when it comes to screens that don't pick up at a 100% infinity contrast level, their color and contrast will drop. I'll show you. screen. You'll notice that the black surface that's laying against my screen, the trousers, does not have the capable to read white light. That's why it's coming up dark. That's what we do not want to see in any of our black screens, because it means that this is going to be a potential huge problem, whether it comes to color, just about everything we need, skin tones, all that's going to be affected. Black levels, to pick up black levels, there's no problem whatsoever, but it's going to have an issue with everything else. For the other screens, as you can see, they're hitting the sacrifice field right now. They don't have a dark enough contrast capability to be able to pick up rich colors, and this is the reason why you calibrate. It depends on, all screens go through sacrifice fields, every single one of them. It depends on how much of you're going to sacrifice from your picture, as in sacrifice levels. How much of your picture is going to sacrifice when it hits the screen? How much are you willing to give up? Red screen. Red screen. There you go. Now see, I tell you, I can do these demonstrations and I can talk it, because I know what I'm talking about, because I've been in the business for a very long time and I test myself, so that's how I know. Other people can't back this up because they don't test. So, you don't have to have an expensive projector to do these demonstrations. You should really do this on a $10 machine with no problem, if your screen is properly made. We don't have to worry about having massive amounts of contrast. It's not needed because the screen generates a 100% black level. And as you see by its heightener technology, even at 2%, it still can generate and give a screen a nice white balance, because without the white balance, guess what happens? Your colors fail. So when we do a demonstration and you see screens pulling up higher white levels, doesn't mean our screen's coming up dark. It's not. If it did, it'll turn into those trousers right over there, which means we wouldn't be able to read any color at all. I think what people mistaken when they watch demonstrations, they think that white levels are white levels, and they think that the color levels are just, I don't know what they think it is. You know, it's two that make the colors, right? There's two neutral colors that give you the balance. It's white and black. That's what gives you color balance. But the problem is people think it's all white levels. No, it's not all white levels, because if that was the case, white screens would be a more superior color. And they don't. They fade really fast. They don't pick up. They have poor ambient light projection. It's a cheap screen. It's a budget screen. So it's not the higher your white levels, the better your color. It's the darker your screen, the better your colors. And once you reach black, then your colors basically have perfect balance. But in order to prove the perfect balance, you must do tests against other black surfaces to show where your white levels lay. And you must do white level tests on low-end projectors and fully lit environments at a longer distance throw, because again, you want to make sure the screen has very little left of the lumen count to make contact with that screen, so you can see how high those white levels can push off that screen. When you see demonstrations on high-end projectors, all true short throws doing these demonstrations, this is called cheating, because what happens is if no distance throw there, got 3,000 lumens sitting right against the screen at a foot. You have to do this on a low 1,000 lumen. You have to pull this thing back, so that way it'll travel through that fully lit environment. The lumen count gets chopped up pretty badly, and by the time it reaches the screen only has a little bit of lumens to be able to generate into some higher white levels. This is why I disapprove when it comes to people doing ultra short throw testing with ultra short throws only, and when they're using dark environments with low lumen projectors to try to increase the lumen count. Not supposed to do that. This projector is 27, by the way. All right. Let's just get a basic video. Let me show you some more on that. Well, first things first, I'm going to take this down, but we get the color changer too. I like to cover everything. Slow color changer. There we go.
Heinz Advanced Health, with clinically proven prebiotics for digestion.
To stay on top of my game, I need to keep up my energy.
Cliff Bar is purposely crafted with
Color balance. There you go. I'm going to do a video now on color balance. So when you do color balance, you have to have a surface there that matches your screen, which means gray screens must have a gray surface there. Black screens must have a black screen there. And you have to have a white surface there. Projector at 1,000 lumens to show your color balance. That's how that's done. So as you can see, the certified screens next to our technology isn't reading our balance level, and the black surface over there that doesn't have a heightener technology attached to it is coming up extremely dark. And this is what we don't want our screen to do. This is what we need it to do. This is what we have to challenge. Well, these three we have to challenge. This also debunks the theory, and it's the reason why we have so many black versus black demonstrations. I'm actually doing one right now, but it's not a part of that. The reason why we have so many demonstrations is because it's one of the things you strongly have to back up when it comes to your product, whether it be gray, whether it be black, whatever color it may be, you have to do it. It's a must. And you at least have to have 30 of them, at least 30. All right. TLC 4K demonstration. If I got that right. I did get it right. You actually get the group. So the black trousers are there to represent where our white levels sit and where we don't want the screen to come up this color right here because that'd be way too dark for us. Show you the strong points of our technology. We should be able to do this in any demonstration, especially when people have gray screens. You should have a gray surface landing against that screen or fabric in all your demonstrations. Because again, to do those demonstrations, you need at least about 30 of them, at least. Starfield screensaver. Contrast. This is the most important thing. This is the whole thing that the darker screens, the certified screens, are designed for. Picking up heavier contrast levels. Since our screen reads a 100 infinity contrast level, that means you don't have to go spend the money for an expensive projector with high contrast to fix the issue. And since it has FLE technology, fusion light energy, which is a more advanced version of ambient light projection technology, our technology can absorb tons of light. Now, if you have true contrast at the end of the day for your screen, you should be able to do this demonstration in a fully lit environment. Heck, I can laser my screen with one of the projector mapping technologies over there we have over there, and that thing generates a pure 100% black to a screen. If you don't register, you don't read it. They won't pick up on your screen. As I saw you in the demonstrations versus gray screens do not register contrast in any way whatsoever. They can't see it, they don't read it. And we concentrate. Now you saw demonstrations they use, like maybe the LG Jazz demonstration. It's going to have some color in it. So color will pick up on their screen. We'll go deeper into that. But a real 100% contrast level won't read. That's why they use those demonstrations, because it camouflages the contrast, and therefore it looks like it's picking up a black level, when actually technically it's coming up a shade of gray. But if you were to shoot a 100% pure black level to it, it won't read it. Just like if I say black screen and their screens don't show up, they can't see contrast at all. This technology picks up a darker shade of gray due to the fact that it's darker than the other screens. It does have the ability to pick up much more advanced, darker shades of gray than your gray and white screens. But next to a screen that has an Infinity One that's actually black, this is where our screens actually lead the pack. And that's the most important thing, because that's the reason why screens become darker and darker and darker, is to achieve the contrast level. You don't see them getting lighter and lighter. That'd be a white screen at the end of the day. That's something they don't want to become. That tells you right there how important contrast is, because screens are starting to become darker, not lighter. Beta fish, black background. So, in a certified screen, what you're seeing is their sacrifice level pop up. They can pick up the beautiful colors, they have that ability, but they can't read the 100% infinity. So that means that you're going to have to buy a projector with a heavy contrast level in order to fix that problem. Our technology at the end of the day, that you can spend 10 bucks for your projector, which I did in this demonstration, and you can achieve a 100% contrast level, amazing color balance, and again, insane amount of what you call the ambient light rejection technology. Now, as said before, people usually have to be in ambient light controlled environments in order to be able to pick up their contrast levels. If you're doing this, you don't have real contrast. You're not seeing real contrast at all. Black is going to pull up whether or not, if the lights are on or off, or you're outside, it's going to pull up. So if you have to darken your environment, even if you have to go out and have to spend money for a high contrast, but you don't have it, you don't have to spend anything extra when your screen generates with an Infinity One. Sony contrast demonstration. So as you can see, we have here, like I said, the most important when it comes to these certifies is contrast. This is what they talk about. So in our demonstration, as you can see, not only can we pick up our bright, beautiful colors, but we can read an Infinity One on a projector, again, that cost me 10 bucks. So it shows that our technology is more advanced than the certified. If we were to go argue about contrast levels, because this is what it comes down for their technology, all about contrast, darker levels, being able to absorb more light, we'd lead that pack. Oh, and by the way, our technology, it still sits at 10%. We'll be upgrading somewhere around 50% this week. Now, like I said, their technology does exactly what it's designed to do. I have not seen a gray screen or white screen take out any one of these certified screens. And I've done the testing myself. I even showed demonstrations of a black diamond at 50 lumens, easy taking out a gray screen. So there's a different reason why it costs that money at the end of the day. There is a reason why it costs that money.
The Best Buy 4th of July sale starts soon.
So you should be able to read the color and contrast all at the same time. This is why we have our certifieds in. That way, we can show our product's worth at the end of the day. Now, like I said, without that heightener, everything will look just like those black trousers. Unwatchable. Can't see it. That's the slate.
Meet Mark, the IT guy. He makes work happen.
That would be virtually impossible. If our screen came up that dark next to those trousers, oh no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. So that's why I said that people who call themselves knowing what white levels look like on a projection screen, you don't know. You honestly don't know the difference between white level balance. You don't. Because if you're trying to say that a gray screen registers a white level, oh, no, you do not. Next to a certified, no, you will not. Your colors fail. You need white levels to generate color, not just white levels. Not just like people get it mistaken and say, oh, it's got to be snow level. No, no, no. Actual color, you have to have a white level balance. So you need both contrast. But the darker your contrast, the better your colors are going to be able to push. Gray screens don't have that. Certifieds have a much better chance of producing those colors because, again, much darker screen. And if you notice, you don't see dark gunmetal screens with a 2.0 attached to them because they don't have that. They're way higher. They have an 8.0 attached to their screens. When people sit there and say, oh, the screen's dark, it can't read color, it doesn't read a white level properly. That's why the colors come up too dark. That's why you have to do those color balance tests on your projectors. Very important. Call him back. Sure, let's say that right now. Those red people. That's family. Don't even have any sneakers on. Oh, whoop-de-doo. Let's walk outside like this.
Buying the right monitor is like finding your perfect match. Easy on the eyes? Check. Reliable? Oh yeah. Style? Done. Turn heads with a monitor you can trust. The world's #1 monitor company.
Bigger workshop.
The perfect fit for you.
All right, that no problem at all. No problem at all.
Get a head start on leveling up with an accessory that boosts your experience
Is
points.
USB to USB? No. No, I don't think I have. If I had, I don't have USB to USB. I got USB to HDMI, but that's for something else. Crispy George. What you doing, Crispy George? Sorry, that's the cat. Always curious, always wanting to know. That's what he does. Mr. Man, can you calm down a little bit, please? I know you got to talk and everything, but just chill for a little bit. Thank you. Now, you see that? That's what I mean by at the end of the day, you have to know what you're talking about, especially when you're doing products at the end of the day. Any surface is going to come up dark. Any surface is going to come dark. But if it doesn't have a heightener, if it doesn't have the ability to read proper white light, it's not going to work at all, period. And that's one of the things that the gunmetal screens do. The certifies is a gunmetal. Yeah, it's a kind of a dark gray screen. It does read its white levels. But again, the sacrifice field is it can't read the Infinity 1 contrast, which is a strong requirement. Without that, that's going to cost you a bit of money because, again, you're going to have to buy those projectors to try to put that back in, but you can't do it. It's not going to happen. You have to have an actual black screen to do it. Let me see. Where are we at for time here? I'm going to go over my time here. All right, let me see. Okay. I have no idea. See, this is the reason why I have people call me in the middle of basic demonstrations, because I'm thinking about what I'm supposed to be doing. I have no idea what I did with the envelopes. Did I take them outside? Did I bring them inside? Hopefully not. The screen's in there. Let's see. Sorry about that, people. Got a little bit of allergy today. That's basically about it. That's what we're dealing with. So you can see contrast levels picking up on the trousers. I'm going to show you real quick. But as you said before, it's not picking up those white levels. And I can figure out what I just did with my certified screens. I hope I didn't take them outside. Hold on for a minute. I do stuff like this all the time. No, I did not. So what did I just do with certified screens? Just had a whole folder of these things. What in the world did I do with them? Oh, here they go. Yeah. That's not where you want to put them. That's why I show you the color balance next to the black surface, so that way you can see that, yes, white levels play an extremely strong role in black screen, which is very important, but also too, you have to be to show that your product does not match another black surface, which is extremely important. There should be about 30 of these demonstrations on your account, and these should be all posted to the site so all customers can see everything. All right, well, that's basically about it, showing you the difference between our product and certified screens. But also, too, I have to bring the black surface in, which you have to show this off, some kind of black surface off in every demonstration to prove exactly what you're talking about. But if not, then at the end of the day, see what happens if someone just buys another great product or a black product and it matches your screen, you know? Or your white levels are coming up the same as the black surface, which is another problem right there too also. There. Thank you for your time. Hope you enjoyed the demonstration. New technology will be launching. Oh, that's a new video right over there. Hold on for a minute. Sorry about that. I'm trying to figure out what this is. I got another one there too. Hope it's not scenery. probably all scenery. Yeah, all scenery. Some nice scenery though. This is not dull. Usually show the same wooded areas over and over again, but this is actually quite nice. I like this one. Okay, all right, there we go. We got something to work with here. I like that. That's why I said, beautiful thing about this technology is no expensive projector required at all, period. And imagine what your screen looks like without our technology. All right, I'm gonna do one more, and I want to do a daily walk today too. No, wait. Depends on what that temperature is outside. Yesterday it was very unbearable. I want to do white surface, and I want to do those black trousers side by side on this right here. I want to show that off. Okay, hope you enjoyed. Gotta go. Thank you for your time. Technology will be launching on the 14th of July. We do have free worldwide shipping for those who order under the 50 ounce and 64 ounces. They do come with a set of free LED lights. We do have these special packages. One of them is the big boy, the big ounce, 192 ounce. One comes with a free popcorn maker. I think it does about 12 cups of popcorn or something like that. And the other one is the half and half, which if you can't decide whether you want the invisible or whether you want the front, you don't know which one, back and forth, there's two options on that one. That one actually comes with one part visible, one part front projection for using right here. All right, gotta go. Thank you all. I'll be back when I got to do one more demonstration against white surfaces against the screen. So I can give you an idea exactly how our technology compares to a white surface. Gotta go, and God bless.